Have you ever felt that quiet pull between you and someone where nothing is said, but everything is felt? It's not imagination, and it's not one-sided. When two people want each other, the signs show up in subtle, powerful ways the mind can't fake. As a psychology expert, I've seen this pattern repeat again and again. Tonight, let's uncover the signs that prove you both feel it, deep down. Sign 1. The silence between you feels loud. When two people want each other, silence stops being empty. It becomes heavy, meaningful, almost alive. You can sit together without talking, yet your heart feels full and restless at the same time. Psychologically, this happens because emotional attraction creates comfort and tension simultaneously. Your mind feels safe, but your emotions feel exposed. You notice pauses stretching longer than usual, not because there's nothing to say, but because saying anything might reveal too much. Your brain is busy reading signals, tone, breath, movement, trying to understand what the other person feels without risking words. And the strange part? It doesn't feel awkward. It feels intimate. As a psychologist, I've seen this again and again. When silence feels charged instead of uncomfortable, it's a sign of mutual desire. Both people are holding back, not from disinterest, but from fear of breaking the moment. The connection feels fragile, precious, like one wrong word could change everything. That kind of silence only exists when both hearts are present. One-sided attraction creates anxiety. Mutual attraction creates stillness. And in that stillness, you both feel it, even without a single word spoken. Sign 2. Your energy changes the moment you're around each other. Before a single word is spoken, your body already knows. When you're around this person, something inside you shifts. Your posture changes. Your voice sounds slightly different. Even your breathing becomes more noticeable. This isn't imagination. It's your nervous system responding to someone who matters. Psychologically, mutual attraction activates a mix of excitement and alertness. Your brain releases dopamine, which sharpens focus, and cortisol, which heightens awareness. That's why you suddenly feel more present, more aware of yourself, and more aware of them. You may feel calm and restless at the same time, a confusing but powerful combination. You might notice you become more careful with your words, more expressive with your eyes, more aware of how close you stand. And here's the key part. They change too. Their energy mirrors yours. The room feels different when you're together, as if the atmosphere tightens slightly, drawing you closer without effort. This shared shift in energy is one of the clearest signs you both want each other. Attraction isn't loud at first. It's quiet and physical. Two bodies responding to the same emotional signal, even while the mind pretends nothing is happening. Sign 3. Eye contact lasts a second too long, then breaks. Eye contact is one of the most honest forms of communication. When two people want each other, their eyes reveal what their words hide. You catch each other looking, and for a brief moment, time slows. The gaze lingers just long enough to feel intimate, then one of you looks away. Psychologically, this happens because eye contact creates emotional exposure. The eyes activate deep emotional processing in the brain, especially when attraction is mutual. Holding someone's gaze can feel thrilling and terrifying at the same time. It says, "I see you and I feel something." When the look breaks, it's not rejection, it's protection. Looking away helps regulate the intensity of the moment. Both of you are feeling the same pull, but neither is ready to fully step into it yet. That push and pull is a classic sign of mutual desire. One-sided attraction often shows as staring. Mutual attraction shows as shared glances and shared restraint. You look, they look back, and suddenly it feels like too much to hold. And in that split second, you both know this isn't accidental. Sign 4. You feel drawn to each other without a clear reason. You can't explain it, but you feel it. Even when nothing obvious is happening, you find yourself thinking about them, wondering how they are, feeling a quiet pull toward them that doesn't make logical sense. This isn't fantasy. Psychologically, it's called emotional attunement. When two people begin to sync on a deeper level, your brain starts associating this person with comfort, curiosity, and emotional reward. That's why they pop into your mind during ordinary moments. Not because you choose to think about them, but because your emotional system already has. And the most telling part? You often sense they feel it too. You notice how conversations seem to flow without effort, how you both reach out at similar moments, how distance feels slightly uncomfortable, even if you're not close yet. This pull isn't urgency, it's recognition. The mind saying, this person matters, before the heart fully understands why. When attraction is mutual, it doesn't rush. It quietly magnetizes. Two people slowly leaning toward each other, guided by something deeper than reason and stronger than coincidence. Sign 5. Even the smallest touch feels powerful. When two people want each other, touch stops being casual. A light brush of the hand, a brief touch on the arm, a moment of closeness that lasts just a second longer than it should. These touches are subtle, but they leave a strong emotional echo. Psychologically, touch activates the brain's bonding system. It releases oxytocin, the hormone linked to trust, safety, and emotional attachment. That's why a small touch from this person feels different from anyone else. It lingers in your body even after it's over. What makes this sign powerful is intention without words. The touch often seems accidental, yet neither of you pulls away quickly. There's awareness, restraint, a silent question in the air. Did you feel that too? And the answer, emotionally, is yes. One-sided attraction rushes touch. Mutual desire slows it down. Both of you are testing closeness while protecting the connection. And in that careful balance, the smallest touch becomes the loudest signal of all. Sign 6. You start mirroring each other without realizing it. When two people want each other, their minds begin to sync before they even notice. You find yourself sitting the same way, using similar words, matching each other's tone, pace, even pauses. This isn't copying, it's mirroring, and psychologically, it's one of the strongest signs of mutual attraction. Mirroring happens when the brain feels emotional safety and interest at the same time. Your nervous system is quietly saying, I feel connected here. So without effort, you align. You laugh at the same moments. You respond with similar energy. Even your moods seem to match when you're together. What makes this sign special is that it goes both ways. One person mirroring can mean interest. Both people mirroring means connection. It's an unconscious dance where each person adjusts to the other, creating harmony without planning it. This is why being together feels natural. Even if the feelings are unspoken, your minds are already in agreement. Long before words catch up, your behavior is quietly saying, we're on the same wavelength. Sign 7. You both hold back at the same time. This is the most subtle and often the most powerful sign that attraction is mutual. When two people want each other, there's a shared awareness, a quiet hesitation that neither of you can fully explain. You hold back words, feelings, even small gestures, not because you aren't interested, but because you sense the intensity of what could happen if you act too quickly. Psychologically, this is rooted in emotional self-preservation. The brain recognizes the risk of vulnerability, so both of you instinctively create a pause. You might laugh instead of admitting deeper feelings. You might step back when you want to step closer. And yet, even in restraint, your hearts are communicating. The remarkable part? Neither of you feels frustrated or disconnected. On the contrary, the tension feels magnetic. It's a silent conversation that says, I feel it too, but I'm waiting for the right moment. Mutual restraint is often stronger than pursuit because it shows awareness, respect, and shared emotional intelligence. When you notice this, it's proof beyond doubt. You both feel it, even if no words have been spoken. The desire is mirrored, unspoken, and quietly undeniable. Sometimes the strongest connections are the ones felt, not spoken. If you've noticed these signs with someone, know it's real. They feel it just as deeply as you do. Don't rush, don't force. Let the moment unfold naturally. Share your story in the comments and connect with others who felt this too. And if you want more insights into the hidden language of love, hit subscribe and stay tuned.